Hello there everybody, welcome back to the YouTube channel of JJ Prime Reviews. So today we'll be taking a look at the Transformers Power of the Primes Prime Master Little Vector Prime. That's right, we're gonna take a look at Prime Master, sure. And with the Pretendershell Metalhawk, and yeah, it's a pretty cool, fun set in my opinion. So let's get down to the review table and see what the big deal is for this little set of figures. So let's get it on, man. Let's go! And here is Little Vector Prime and the Pretendershell known as Metalhawk in their robot modes. I mean, this is the Pretendershell, not really a robot, but I guess I can call it a robot mode, I guess. I don't know. But anyway, so the first thing we're taking a look at is Little Vector Prime. So we're gonna put Pretendershell off to the side and take a look at him. So yeah, so you have Vector Prime in his little robot mode. Looks pretty good, you know. I like the molding on this figure, and you can see the head, the face is nicely painted in silver, which is really nice. He has a belly button rivet as opposed to the belly button screw from the other Titan Masters, and you can see on the back you got the Vector Prime symbol right there, which is pretty cool. And yeah, really nice. Very little figure right here. So yeah, so he does have some nice articulation here and there. So the head is only ball joint, can do have a little bit of a wiggly waggly, and do a full rotation right here. The arms can rotate all the way up. We can go hooray! So we can do like that. The arms can move out a little bit right there, and the legs, they're on a double hinge. You can actually bend the knees at this hinge, or bend the knees like that, you know, if you want to break the knees or anything. So yeah, so there you have the little Titan Master, the Prime Master Vector Prime right there. And just for a quick size comparison, here is Vector Prime compared with little Liege Maximo. So you can see how they scale with one another, and they're pretty much the same size, you know, different molds as well. So yeah, pretty cool right there. And just one more, here is Vector Prime compared with little Spasm from Siege Ape Face. So yeah, again, same size, same everything. So yeah, this is basically the same gimmick, but you know, different thing on their backs. So so that's pretty cool. So yeah, so there you have Spasm right there. And of course, Vector Prime does include the Pretendershell. Here is Metalhawk, and yeah, pretty nicely molded right there. Got a nice Autobot symbol on the chest, and a nice red, a little bit of silver. The yellow could have used a second coat, because you can see the colors like bleeding through, but nicely painted. Nice silver paint on the knees right here, on the thighs, which is really nice. And yeah, you got this big huge silver cannon right here on the back, so which can actually be taken off. It's on a friction hinge, and you can see there's a post right there, and you can have Metalhawk holding the weapon just like that. So that is pretty cool. I do quite like that. But hey, this serves another purpose, which we'll get down to that in a little bit. But yeah, articulation wise in this mode, the arms can do a full 360, and that's pretty much it. It's just a static little figure. So yeah. So now this Pretendershell can do a lot of things here and there. So you can actually open this up, and you can see there is a lot of molding detail right inside the Pretendershell, which is really nice. And you can actually take little Vector Prime and just sit him right there, and just tab him in, and just close that up, and there you have Metalhawk, fully, you know, yeah, fully filled in. So yeah, you can see Vector Prime's face through Metalhawk's helmet, which is really nice. I do quite like that. So just for a quick size comparison, here is Metalhawk compared with the Pretendershell known as Skullgrin. So you can see how the two Pretenders look together, and they look quite good together. And Metalhawk is a little bit shorter than Skullgrin, but otherwise the same height, same size. So, but he's a little bit shorter as a head. So yeah, so that's pretty much it for the little comparisons for the Pretendershells. Now, of course, like Skull Grin, Metalhawk does have a weapon mode of his own. So to get him into his weapon mode, we need to take out the Prime Master because we need him for this. So just close that back up. You want to flip down the peg just like so, and you want to flip this around just like that. And you want to take the Prime Master in here, just fold him in half, and he's transformed already. And you can see there are 2 ports, there are 2 posts, and they would just plug in right there, just like so. So there you go, and yeah, that's pretty much it for the transformation. So there you have Metalhawk and Vector Prime in their weapon mode, and it's a really nice looking gun mode, I will say. What I would like to do is just raise these arms up. Yep, you can see, and I think that looks a bit better, you know. Yeah, I think that looks a bit better in my opinion anyway. So and you know, yeah, it's your toy, just display it however you wish. So I just play it with my arms just sticking out like that. So yeah, I mean, nice little gun mode, I will say. Got the 5mm peg right here. You can actually give your other figures this gun. So for example, I have, you know, Chromia right here, and you know, I can actually plug this into her hand. Like, let me zoom out a little bit so you can see what I'm doing. So you can actually take this gun right here and just plug this in. Just plug this in. There we go, and she's holding Metalhawk as a weapon, which is pretty cool. I do quite like that. So yeah, that's really nice. So yeah, that's called play value. I don't have a problem with play value whatsoever. So I'm gonna put Chromia off to the side for now, and we shall transform Metalhawk back into his robot mode. It's very simple. So just take this off and just bring this back, and just flip this back, and just bring this down, bring all the arms down, open that up, and just unfold him, and just put Vector Prime back into this gap right here, and just close that up, and there you have Metalhawk fully transformed into his robot mode, and that's pretty cool. I do quite like that. So yeah, yeah, nothing much to write home about with these 2 figures. So just take Vector Prime out for the sign off right here. So yeah, nothing much to write home about with this little set. I mean, the most fun I've had with this set is the little Pretendershells, I will say. I love the Pretendershells. I think they're a lot of fun. They're very playable. You know, I like the way that it actually transforms into a gun, and it has an extra little figure right here, and this one also transforms just by folding it in half. So yeah, I can definitely say that just 2 different figures, like Metalhawk and Vector Prime, and pretty cool set in my opinion, I will say. Really nice set. Love these little Prime Masters. Love the Pretendershells as well. You know, become a gun, you know, become a pretender gimmick. Yeah, it's the Titan Master gimmick. I do quite like that. Oh yeah, if you want to be funny about it, if you really want to be funny about it, before I sign off right here, before anything, I must do this. I must do this. So you can do this if you want to. So I'm gonna raise up the camera a little bit more so we can actually do this. Okay, we can actually do this right here before I sign off right here. So it is a Titan Master gimmick. You know, it's the same Titan Master connection as the other headmasters. So you can actually plug this on right here as head for a face. I guess you can do that just to give you a lot of nightmares and anything. You just that's creepy. That's very creepy. Ah, that's so creepy. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. It's gonna be creepy. It's gonna be creepy. No, we don't want to do that. We don't want to do that forever. We don't want to do that forever. Anyway. So, yeah. So there you have little Prime Master Vector Primes. Let's get down to ground level right here. And again, like I said earlier, it's a really nice set, just like the Skullgrin set. I will say, not Skullgrin, Leash Maximo. Yeah, Leash Maximo. So, I mean, Skullgrin with Leash Maximo. But, you know what I'm talking about. But anyway, yeah, this set is really fun, I will say. I love these little Prime Masters. Love Pretendershells. You know, I never had a Pretendershell in my life before. You know, I never owned the G1 Pretendershells, but I'm glad that Power of the Primes actually brought back the Pretendershells, and that's pretty cool, I will say. And Yeah, very, very nice. So, yeah, so if I were to rank this set from a scale of 1 to 5, in terms of playability, and and the paintwork, the detail, I think I'll just give it a 5 out of 5. Yeah, 5 out of 5. It's a really, really fun set, in my opinion. This one is the most playable thing that, the Pretendershells are the most playable things, to have in your collection, in my opinion. I mean, I don't really care for the Prime Masters, but the Prime Masters are pretty cool, I like the silver paint on his face, so yeah, that's pretty cool. So yeah, 5 out of 5 for this little set, in my opinion. So, and I think that's pretty much it for today's video review. So ladies and gentlemen, if you're completely new to the channel, go ahead and click that subscribe button down below. And while you're at it, click that notification bell icon down below as well, so that you know when my new videos are up and ready. And you can always check on my Power of the Primes reviews playlist for any videos you may have missed. So I'll post a link to that playlist in the description down below as well. So I think that's pretty much it for me to say. So there you have the Transformers Power of the Primes, Prime Master Vector Prime with the Pretendershell Metalhawk. And this is JJ Prime signing off. Peace out. Yay!